Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Now, first things first, I guess I was a bit unclear, now that I think about it, on what exactly the goal of this solar system tour is. I think I said land on every major body, but I didn't really define that. By that, I mean every planet and moon that is landable. So, like, Jewel would not count. Jewel is not landable. However, every moon of Jewel, if I can get over to Jewel, apparently I can't focus on it from here, but every moon of Jewel would in fact count. So, first things first, of course, is to just land on everything in the Kerbin area, which would be first moon, then Minmus. Well, landing on it may be Minmus first, but we're going to do a flyby of moon first. So in order to do that, we're going to need to intercept the moon. Now, of course, we don't have the money. Hang on, let's just do this material study. Collect this. Bob, go ahead and EVA. Come on down here. Reset it. Can we do it again? Collect all? No. Okay, we'll just reset this manually then, without pulling out the data. Okay, first things first. The moon is going this direction at 542 meters per second. We need to intercept it. By the time we get there, I'm guessing it'll be about here. So we need to burn about here. So we need to go orbital prograde and warp around to about here-ish. Come on. Not actually interested in all of these situations. Yeah. I mean, we can do some of these, I guess. What do we have in our thing here? Let's see, material study while flying at Kerbin. And in space near Kerbin. Okay. So we don't actually need any of those then. They're all redundant. Gotcha. We'll keep all of those. And we will, for the time being, if I can get the settings open, hide complete experiments. There we go. I mean, we're still going to be getting notifications of the materials study, but that's fine, I think. Okay, come on. We'll be there soon. Okay, There. I think that would be a slightly better run. So we'll target about here. I think that looks good. Okay, we'll need to throttle up slightly on the way over to the prograde marker. Get our momentum roll in there. There we go. Now we're at the prograde marker, and off we go towards the moon. Of course, we don't have patched conics, so we don't quite know where we're going to be escaping to once we get there. So that'll be fun. We may have to do a rescue mission for Jeb at some point, but even so, this will be great. No problems. Come on, Apoapsis. It pushes out exponentially fast, so it'll get there soon. The first quarter is the hardest quarter, by far. Are we overshooting? I don't think we are. I don't think we're quite overshooting. Okay, we don't have patched conics, so we don't actually know if there's a moon encounter there. Let's see, we broke a speed record. That's fine. And we can't set focus on the moon yet. So I guess we just warp on forward. At the very least, we'll get high orbit data. Yeah, in space high. So we'll go ahead and do this. Grab all of these. Nope, we want to collect all, not review. We'll EVA out Bob. EVA report him. And then come on down here. Restore the Science Junior. Hop back in. Collect all. Okay. Good to go for now. On ye olde science. And we just need to warp up here. Whoa, now. That was way too much warp. Way too much warp. We got the mission complete. We slingshotted. A lot. Okay. So that happened. Are we currently falling or rising? We are rising. It's going to take us a long time to get there. Maybe we just burn retrograde from here? It won't be super efficient, but it'll save us time. Like so. We do have a fair amount of fuel left, so I think we're okay. Million meters. 100,000. Just slow this down substantially. Okay, we're good. We're coming in from pretty high, but I think we'll do this, and then we'll burn off our last little bit of speed on the way in. So we did actually fly by the moon. We were just time warped when we did it. So there's Kerbin, right there. Moon is around somewhere. I think it's on the far side of Kerbin right now. Yeah, it's basically exactly on the other side of Kerbin. Well, let's go ahead and warp forward a little bit. I wish we had warp to location. Then we wouldn't have accidentally warped past it. Yeah, there's the moon. Right there. I guess we may as well materials study here. I was hoping to get data in the moon, but for whatever reason it didn't actually pause the warp there, or it paused it too late, too slowly. That's possible too, because it has a bit of a linear interpolation to it. Okay, we are falling in, as you can see. Falling in rather quickly at 10,000% time warp, or 10,000 times time warp. Okay, we are going in face first. That isn't good. Okay. That turned us around. Yep, that's fine. Yep, that's fine. Yep, that's still fine. All still fine. Okay, we are now in Atmo. We have no real way to steer. But it looks like it's going to hold us here. So that's good. We need to brake immediately. Okay, that's all of our braking done. This is gonna hurt. Yep. Oh dear. Good thing we collected everything. We're dangerously close to overheating on our crew module. But we are dropping speed very, very fast. Okay, heat's dropping. This is going to be costly because we are losing all of our experiments, but we're good. We are fine. Okay. That was risky. There's no doubt about that. Okay, drogue chutes will be deployable now. There we go. These are detached, so we're going to be losing all of this. Pretty much guaranteed. Go ahead and deploy our main chute as well as soon as we can. There we go. And we're just going to go ahead and warp down to the surface. I'm surprised we haven't lost this yet. Did it, like, become fused to us or something? No, there it goes. Okay. Later experiments. It was nice knowing you. Good thing we have all of your data in here, in the experiment storage unit. Okay, we will be... Oop, there it goes. Rip. Well, that's what happens when you don't have any reaction wheels. Only reason we took this was to be able to reset the materials bay in preparation for grabbing science from the moon, but we were unsuccessful. Curse you, time warp! Regardless, we completed our mission. So that is all good. Okay, we'll be touching down momentarily. We'll probably go rolling on off. Oh wait, this has the flat surface down here. There we go. Excellent. Okay. We're in Kerbin's Highlands, so we don't even need to EVA, but we'll give it a go. Just to see if we actually get anything. EVA report. No, we don't get anything for that. That's fine, though. Okay. We're going to need to do that mission again. Just because we need to get the science data from the moon. We did get 102.6... 126.5. 102.65. No. Okay, so we are at 240,000, actually. We got a lot of money for that. That's excellent. We can upgrade our tracking station, so now we can do patched conics and flight planning. We also have a decent amount of pad. We can grab fuel systems, which will grant us fuel ducts, and T-800s, which will cut our costs and let us go further. What else do we want to get in this tier? Electrics, probably. Grab some photovoltaic panels. That'll be good. Okay, let's modify this. This is probably going to actually be a Snedgus Mark IV. So we'll go ahead and call this the Snedgus Mark IV Heavy. Okay. First things first. Pull this off. We need a reaction wheel. There we go. So now that we have a reaction wheel, the next step is probably going to be to upgrade all of these fuel tanks, possibly including this one. Yeah, I think including this one to a T-800. So we'll go ahead and do that. Upgrade this to a T-800 so we can go significantly further with our maneuvering stage. And then we will pull off these side stages and completely ditch them. And this is, what, 3 T-800s. So 1, 2, 3. And a swivel. And then we will go ahead and grab a radial decoupler. Stick it right about here. And then we will put on 2 T-800s on the outside, because we know that 3 T-800s struggled to lift it with a T-400 up here. So we'll put 2 T-800s out here, see how this goes. And then out here we could put Reliance. We'll give it a go. They have better thrust. Stick you there. Stick you there. Yeah, TWR of 1.64. That's not too bad. And then we'll stick aerodynamic nose cones there, 1.63. And then we will actually go ahead and use these new fuel ducts. So what these do is they allow us to flow fuel from the outside to the inside, like so. So now we will burn out these tanks, and we'll have a full tank here when these get dropped off. That's the idea. So stage 4 has a thrust to weight ratio of below 1. So I feel like we drop this down to a T400. And now we have 1.19. So we have a total vacuum delta V of 6,000 meters per second here for stage 3. Yeah, I think this'll do. I am wondering if we maybe put on T400s out here. That brings our thrust to weight ratio down substantially, though. Maybe simply T200s? I would say that's acceptable. Just barely, but acceptable. And I think this should go down to a T200 as well, to bring up the thrust to weight ratio of our 4th stage. Now, there we go. A 1.67. Okay, if that's 1.67, we didn't have our staging correct, and we can probably do something like this. 1.59. Back up to a T800. 1.48. I like it. Okay, let's go ahead and add on some Delta Deluxe winglets. Dinglets. That's about right. Down here. For a bit more control. And then some struts. Like that. Okay, that'll do. And there's the Snedgus Mark IV Heavy. It's very, very similar to the 3, but it's a little bit more economical, even though I think we're spending more money on it. We have more gadgetry and doodads, and we can go further. So that's excellent. Max delta V of about 6,500 meters per second should be more than enough for what we need. We've got decent thrust to weights. I'm still a bit concerned about this center stack's thrust to weight once we detach these. It's a little concerningly low. But I think we'll give it a go. So we're going to go ahead and save that and launch this. Although, do we want Valentina to be driving this one? Nah, I think we're good. I think Jeb can drive this one. Or is Valentina still in it? Jeb is in it. Okay. And Bill? No. We're going to pop on back. Okay. We need to put in Valentina and Bob. Get out of here, Bill, Jebediah, Valentina, Bob. There we go. Snedgus Mark IV Heavy is, I believe, good to go. Hopefully it's got a decent flight profile. That would be good. It should be basically the same as the Mark III. So we'll go ahead and toss in a save here. Max this out. Pop open our MechJeb windows. We're going to hop over to Killrot. We're going to move the flight engineer slightly over so that it's not blocking our stage view. There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay, let's check our staging here. That's good. Side boosters detach first, then that detaches, and the second stage engines fire. And then up here, we've got these. Okay. We need a new stage here. No. This guy comes out of here into the third stage. So that detaches, the 2 parachutes go off, and then the ball is able to freely roll, presumably. If for some reason you wanted that. Okay, I believe we are good to go. So let's do a proper moon flyby this time. Yeah, this is a decent thrust to weight with the 3. We'll see if we have good control with the 2 Reliance. We do have the reaction wheel added in, and we do have the winglets. So hopefully we have good attitude control. We'll start pitching at about 150, I think. And we'll need to keep the pitch pretty slow. Okay, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150. Okay, we'll start the pitch just ever so slightly. This thing does not want to pitch. This thing really doesn't want to pitch. Okay. Keep it slow, keep it careful. Make sure our momentum starts to shift before we really start to pitch out. Nope. It was trying to tip there. Still trying to tip. Keep it careful. We're about out of our side boosters. Side boosters are out. Side boosters are detached. Okay. So we just need to keep this clean. We're going to go ahead and collect our data there. Once we get into orbit, Bob will have to get out and reset that. But that's okay. Current apoapsis of 40,000 kilometers. That's excellent. Okay, so just keep on going over here. We did lose a little bit of rotation attitude. Trying to fix that. We're currently approaching 50,000 meters. We're at 47. I feel like we don't want to pitch over too much quite yet. Actually, we have lots of fuel. Let's go to horizontal velocity up. There we go. And let's try to correct our inclination a little bit here by pitching down a little bit. Okay, we're still at a heading of 92 degrees. Working on correcting this inclination. Now we're at a heading of 91. Inclination of 0.3, 0.2, 0.1. Inclination is going back up. Okay. I think we're about as good as we're going to get on the inclination front. We are currently increasing our horizontal velocity a lot more than our vertical. In fact, we're about to hit apoapsis. That's awkward. We need to pitch up. We need to pitch up substantially. Fight this gravity. Did not have enough vertical velocity. There we go. Now apoapsis is going back up. We're going to stick here for a little bit. 57. Okay, we're now a minute to apoapsis. We're going to go back over to the horizon. There we go. Now time to apoapsis is increasing. Perfect. 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, and we're out. 68, 69, 70. Okay. We're 3 minutes to apoapsis. So let's go ahead and warp time a bit. until we're at about 1 minute out, and then we'll start doing a little bit of engine testing. 2 minutes out right now. Hey look, sunrise. Isn't it glorious? Okay, mystery goo observation. Excellent. Let's do it. Collect everything. We are at about a minute. Minute 10. Minute 5. Okay, we are now officially in space. We're pushing up, so no point in doing that. We'll warp ahead a bit until we get to about 45 seconds. Actually, we'll go to 30. 30 seconds-ish. Yeah, we're good. Try 10. 10 seconds now. Okay, we're good there. 5 seconds. Excellent. And we're in orbit. 0.00057 eccentricity. Not too bad for a manual launch. Inclination is a balmy 0.23 degrees. I don't know why I said balmy. It's not exactly balmy. We're going to go ahead and collect all of this data. And then Bob is going to EVA. We'll grab the EVA report. And he's going to come on down here. Restore our Science Junior. There we go. And we have way more fuel than we had last time, so this should be A-okay. So, let's go ahead and set the moon as our target. Ascending node, 0.2 degrees. That should be fine. Focus view on the moon. Okay, it is currently there. So let's go ahead and add a maneuver right about our periapsis. Prograde maneuver. Well, there's a brief moon intercept. Let's see here. Can we get it any closer? Not really. We get a brief flyby here. We probably have enough to actually enter orbit. Yeah, we're there for over an hour. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do this node then. Okay, materials study. That'll be fine. Collect all if we can. EVA Bob again. Come on, Bob. There you go. Restore that. Hop on in. Excellent. Okay, so we can now warp ahead a bit until we get to our maneuver. However, I think this is a good place to put a cut in, and next episode, we'll be completing our orbit of the moon. See you all then.